The man with many cheeses.
Okay. Oh, you're directly south of the market. Okay.
A quiet day
That's
on the market,
what I said.
it seems.
Okay. So there's a skeleton. Okay. Yep. Where's
What are you looking for?
the back door? I'm just curious.
Oh, you like the back door, is that
Okay, this is the exploding grave. Is connected to him.
Ah, okay, this is the house we never went into.
And then
Okay.
I think the sheep and the goat were like, oh, the poor things.
So this should have been like the house we found first.
I guess.
Yeah, that tome on soothing a corpse's troubled mind. It can't have gotten far.
Is there a book here? The Coming of the Divine? Is that part of the cult?
Ooh, a key to Theleron's back room.
Where's that?
You'll have to come over to me and find it.
I think I'll stay off that particular device.
For this world.
Oh, you're in the other room.
What's taking the tenderfoot so long?
Alright. Sneak. The Essence of the Seven Gods. Fun of Fluids, Volume 1. Do you have... Okay, in your library, do you have the book of that person that I've been searching for so long? So long. That damn ghost. No, you don't. Damn you. Damn you to hell! Okay. Apparently it's not considered breaking and entering to be back here. Oh. Teron's back room. Ooh, Evelyn's backpack! Key to Evelyn's house. Yup.
Ooh, that'll
Those men
come
hardly
in
sound
handy.
long for this world.
I don't know where Evelyn
What's taking
lives,
the tenderfoot
but
so long?
as soon as we find it, we can go inside. Where's his back room? Oh, there's a back room. I see.
No, it's just the back room, not the double back room.
Okay, hold up. Let me close this door. What? Followers! Fuck.
Ah, that tome on soothing a corpse's
Let me
troubled
close it for you.
If I sneak, they stop following me. Swear to God, sometimes you're gonna get me in trouble. Exploration! XP! Huzzah! Huzzah! Alright, is there anything cool back here? That's locked. Anything at the desk? Already used? Oh, you're using it. Is there anything in the desk?
There's a dagger in here, can be used for backstabbing. It is level
Those
7.
men hardly sound long for this
It's
world.
not,
What's
think
taking
I
the
shall take that.
tenderfoot so long?
Not that I need anything for backstabbing. I'm not very good at
I
that.
found a key. In the
You find
chest.
a key?
Like, I alt-tabbed and there was a key, like, in the chest.
Okay, so what kind of key is it?
It opened the chest. I found an ornate spoon and an unidentified breastplate. Can't use it just yet, so I'm gonna send that to you. Because I also have a breastplate that I can't use yet. It's probably about equal to that one, so...
Oh, holy crap, that's gonna take forever.
I know, but, you know. Alright, so I don't think there's anything of interest back there beyond that. Stop snake.
Those men hardly sound long for this world.
Alright, so, Mr. Healyman.
What's taking the tenderfoot so long?
How are you? Theleron?
Theleron.
But if one were to reduce the quantity of skull dust by a percentage or 2, perhaps the stability could be increased by as much as 3-fold under the right conditions. Oh, a source hunter! Imagine that. Quite a bit. More petite than the last of your kind I encountered, aren't you? Yes, by nearly 20 centimeters of tibia and half the circumference of a bicep brachii, or brachii, as my memory serves. But no matter. Even if you couldn't spare its hardiest specimen, I am sure the order sent the individuals with the next highest probability of success. Right. Tell me about yourself. Me? Why, I'm more than a little surprised. You haven't heard of me. Perhaps I can jog your memory. It was I who cured the Duchess of Arata of her unshakable thirst, a simple pinch of Astropa belladonna into her morning tea. I who discovered that aging itself can be halted by a single application of a tincture of Cicuta Douglasii to the tongue. Not to mention that I have been my not to mention that it has been my and only my tutelage that was permitted.
Yeah. Okay. Before we go any further, I have an idea.
Yes.
So, we didn't find Jake's body.
Yes.
There's a morgue in town.
Oh.
Is there a guy in the morgue that we can talk to about Jake's body?
I stepped in there for like 5 seconds and said I would be back to rob it later, and then I left to do other things.
Okay, well, maybe we should check on that after we talk to Theleron.
Sure. Has permitted my apprentice Evelyn to soar to the Olympian heights she has, by the grace of God, guidance, and good fortune, managed to reach. So your apprentice has enjoyed some success. Yes, ahem. If that is how we're referring the secretive use of revolutionary healing methods hardly approached in hinterlands of her understanding. Revolutionary healing method, can you elaborate? Some manner of quakery I can hardly stand to allow in my house of healing. She has procured a stone supposedly capable of perpetually preternatural feats of healing, but I know neither the source of the stone's power nor the nature of the gem itself. It's necromancy! No! Jake is alive as a zombie! She claims to have gotten the relic from a little northern town of Silverglen by the name, and that an abbot there blessed it with the power to heal. Utter rubbish, I say, but with these blasted undead haunting the travel routes, I can hardly march up to Silverglen to learn it's the truth myself. Okay. Let me ask you about affairs in Silverglen. What do you know about the murder? Were you the coroner for that, or the councillor? A terrible loss that. Though we were hardly more than acquaintances, I knew him to be a devout civil servant. From what I can tell, it seems to be a simple case of jealousy turned violent. The affairs of his wife Esmeralda were hardly secret, you know. And let's discuss your apprentice. Whoa!
Yay!
600 XP. Far be it from her to tell her master that in the 7's name she's up to. The girl flew from here like she'd just heard of a location of the Philosopher's Stone.
Philosophers?
I was the first time it sounded like Falafel Stone, and I'm like,
Falafel
the
stones?
Falafel
What?
Stone. She even left her pouch unattended in the next room. Most unlike her, to be sure.
Yeah, I want to start collecting falafel stones. I think
that'd be awesome. What about her pouch? She usually keeps it within sight at all times. Very strange that she'd leave it behind. It is the next room if you're like take a look. Seriously? You don't mind just like looking at her bag, which I already did, by the way. Where do you think she could have run off to? I tried her house for starters. It's not far from here. I'll mark it the location on your map. Why, thank you, sir. That was actually a helpful conversation. The first time in a long time. But we're heading to the morgue.
Yes, to the morgue. Okay, so where's the dude that was supposed to be in here? Is he upstairs?
I'm not sure there is a dude. I didn't see one.
You said there was a dude in here.
The corpse compendium.
Let's go upstairs.
I feel like this book might.
Oh, there is a dude here.
Okay, hold on. Let me read the corpse compendium. Not the coming of the divine. That's. Oh wait.
The coming of the divine.
According to prophecy, the divine one will lead our people into a better world. Yada yada yada. Robin Farrell, the offer, divine one, yada yada yada. I don't know if it's cult based, or at least the cult we're looking at. The corpse compendium. The Second Life. Death, Rites, and Rituals Among the Seven Races. Volume 1, Imps and Orcs. What? I don't know. Chapter 1, Imps. In all cases, to disposal of or preservation of imp corpses is left to the discretion of their masters. Typically, excuse me, Imps are simply burned with the...
I figured it out.
Oh?
You can rotate your camera.
Oh my god, how?
You hold down V and roll your mouse back and forth and up and down.
Oh, you can!
Oh!
We did it!
I did it!
Oh, okay. Typically, imps are simply burned with the masters. These are the dead
Tangent!
pet of the master. So, in rare cases, especially obedient or well-loved imps will be given traditional death rites according to the imp master race. In the case of embalming, imps pose no special problems. Blah blah blah. Less formaldehyde than the typical man, elf, or dwarf. Orcs.
Formaldehyde.
Though their practice may appear savage and untrained eye, death aspires a complex and sometimes beautiful aspect of Orcish culture. According to the common Orcish religion, Amun-Or and Al and the Allmother receives the souls of the dead. Thus, death is typically celebrated, not mourned. The dead's corpse is burned immediately. Beautiful totem, yada yada. Next tribe members from the toddlers to the owner queen, yada yada yada. Ritual. Okay, that's all that was in there. Should I look at the... I can't look at the coffins, I don't think.
No, the coffins aren't openable. I recommend coming upstairs and talking to Roberts.
Yeah, Robert, wow. I'm gonna quickly check in the morgue room where the bodies are. Just a couple corpses over here.
Oh, don't... I'm glad I'm upstairs. I don't want to see what you do with corpses.
Oh, the loot window for corpses is kind of gnarly.
Oh, you do that with bodies too. Remember when we were looting orcs and stuff on the beach? They looked like chunks of meat.
Yeah. Anyways, what is this? Robert's Ledger. Oh, that might be interesting. If I can find the damn book. Robert's Ledger. Does this have anything to do with Jake? Furthermore, I find it impossible that any but Mayor Cecil, Captain Honoris, Evelyn, or Esmeralda would have been able to gain access to the body without my notice. A corpse can't just vanish into thin air, and even if it could, it's not as though a strong wind could blow a sack of gold onto my empty slab. No, one of them must have been involved, but as long as no one goes digging up Jake's coffin, I don't see how the crown could ever be tracked back to me. Ooh. So he knows the body's missing, and it's either the mayor, the guard captain, Evelyn, or Esmeralda.
Looks like the mortician has reason to suspect Mayor Cecil, Captain Aureus, Evelyn, and Esmeralda of something.
I'm going to bet probably Evelyn.
At this point, it does look like Evelyn. And there's a key over here on the table.
A key. Oh. Mortician's key.
Oh, it's on the coffin? What?
Yeah, I'm like, what? What do you mean on the table?
I thought it was... I'm like, why would the key be attached to a coffin? That makes no sense.
Why would a key be attached to a chest that it unlocks? Only this logic of this game. Alright, let me... If you want to come in, you're gonna have to sneak. Sorry. Identification glass. Mortician's chest.
This is amusing. It's still showing you stuck in the doorway on my side.
Oh, I'm past that.
Oh, I see this. You're opening stuff, but the funny is you're just walking inside a barrel inside the doorway with a closed door.
Rightio then. There's a trophy. Is there anything in the trophy? There's an amulet. Take that. And yeah, okay. Okay, let's identify what I have, which is this amulet and the chess piece. The amulet gives us Lore Master. Wow. Okay.
Well, there you go.
My Lore Master is like literally off the charts at this point. Would you like some dexterity?
Sure.
Have an amulet with dexterity.
I would prefer strength, but dexterity is good too.
Let's do that as well. Alright. Let's head back through the door. Hopefully he doesn't notice. He's not looking this way. Cool. Alright. Unsneak. So, Robert! I heard stuff is happening. First off, do you have any lockpicks? No?
Jesus,
okay.
not everybody is gonna have lockpicks, dude.
Well, you don't know. The alchemist had lockpicks for some reason. Why would she have lockpicks?
She made them. She alchematized them.
Okay, sure. Whatever you say, bud. So, what's the bad news? More orcs rampaging for the docks, or have those infernal statues sent another soul flying to their deaths? So there's more than one. Okay. Tell me about yourself. This here's my family business, yes? There's been a Robert escorting stiffs into the next life since the foundation of Seal itself. They don't write epics about morticians, but I'm proud of my work, nonetheless. Let's talk about the murder. Sad story that, though if I'm speaking plainly, the sentimental aspect of it all does make much of an impression on my undertaker, especially not these days with so many laid low by the orcs and such like. I just concern myself with giving the remains of a respectable exit from life. We set him to rest in the northern graveyard. Perhaps we can finally get a little peace. About Jake's body. How do you... the ledger, is it? Fool was I to leave it in the open, or perhaps I even looked forward to being found out. Well, as you know, I have my suspects in the matter. What would you like to know? Alright, why would you suspect the mayor? Plenty of housekeepers entrust the mayor with the spare keys to our businesses. You know, and he's the only person in town with a second copy of the key to my mortuary. He could have used it to, sidle in without a peep, if he were so inclined. Okay, I don't think that's very likely though. What about the captain? Aureus himself paid me a visit in the night the body was delivered. Came rapping at my door in the frosty morning before the sun even started peeping, and told me to tell him, and only him, if I noticed anything strange or suspicious about the remains. I can see why he bothered to go through all that trouble. I can't see why he bothered to go through the trouble unless he knew something the rest of us don't. I might have to question him again. What about Evelyn? I know it sounds strange suspecting the doctor's apprentice of something so ghoulish as this, but there's a few in the city could manage to transport a corpse without raising an eyebrow. It was she who delivered Jake's body from the inn to the mortuary, and there was something about her that night, some kind of excitement. That's very suspicious. Seems as she could barely contain her thoughts that there was something thrilling about to happen. I can't quite settle it in my mind how a young medical professional could have such a strange reaction to an occasion such as that. And this may or may not have anything to do with the whole rigmarole, but her master doctor, how do you pronounce his name again? Theleron. Brought an old sack of mine, one overtaken by undead, for an exorbitant price considering what he was getting. I never did figure what he wanted it for, but it sure seemed eager. Why do you suspect Esmeralda? I never saw a widow less distraught at the death of her husband, and I've seen hundreds pass through my parlor. It was she who rang my bell just before the body was snatched, lured me outside claiming she needed air before discussing the funeral arrangements. Some accomplice could have sneaked in and grabbed the remains while I was comforting the oh-so-overwhelmed Esmeralda.
Until we meet again.
So maybe it was more than one person that's responsible for all this shit.
I feel like it's not the guard captain and it's not the mayor, I don't think. But Evelyn and Esmeralda could be in league in some ways. And we still don't know who Septimus is. Unless we've met him and we just don't remember who he is. So, Yar. But I think this is probably about as good a place as any to
I agree.
Take a breather. So, thank you, judges and judges, for watching. This has been actually, you know, once we got past the like mandatory lore stuff, this has been like really detective work.
We've actually done a couple of really interesting things today.
Yes, we completed a couple quests, saved Victoria from the elf, got some more headway in a couple of things, found the pyramid, a whole bunch of other stuff. Although I don't know what's actually going to show up in this episode and previous episodes because I am going to cut this up, obviously. But we did a fair amount of digging around. We're getting closer to the mystery, to solving it. I don't know exactly who it is, but definitely we need to talk to Septimus and Evelyn. And we know where Evelyn is, and we have the key to her house, and she's very suspicious. So, lots of things
What,
to be
you
done.
just can't magically appear in Evelyn's house like you did that lady's bathroom?
Only if I drop the pyramid there. Anyways, thank you, Gentle Judges, for watching. If you like this episode, please be sure to like, share, and subscribe. Your support is greatly appreciated. I would love to get more people in on the adventure, so if you have someone you think would like this video, just you know, drop the link.
You could, you know, like, drop them the link and
Just
have them watch and, you know, and watch the thing.
Yeah, I think that'd be a good time. And if you like to see more episodes that I've done, click on the annotations where I decide to put them. And as always, I will see you in the next episode. You know?
Bye-bye!
Bye! Well, here we are. Please, no, anywhere but here. No! There bears. Oh God, why? What the? What? No! No! No!
It's at half health. You can do it. Nice crit. You did it!
I did it! Okay, resurrection's rare. What? Why? Why?
What did you do?
That was, what? No, that was you!
I didn't hit anything!
It's the way the tassels just circle.